AskReddit. What's the dumbest thing a drunk friend has done? I had a friend in high school who got naked every time he got drunk. As soon as Jim was naked we knew the party was over. Edit. His name was actually Frank. Dumb, but funny. Had a friend with a prosthetic leg, only he never told anyone about it who didn't already know. He always waited until a party was going well into the night and everyone, including himself, was plenty drunk. He'd then produce a large knife and get everyone's attention before plunging the blade into his leg. He'd then throw his head back and scream in fake pain. Oftentimes, people would scream in terror and go running out the front door. Everyone who knew him and were familiar with his antics would merely roll their eyes and ignore him. It was a funny prank, but a dumb one, because sometimes the cops were called and an ambulance would show up. Cops and paramedics were never amused. I had a friend who would always pull out his balls when he got drunk. No dick, just balls. Sometimes he would attempt to play the piano with one testicle. It has been about 20 years since I last hung out with him socially, but did this Halloween. Sure enough, as soon as he was wasted he was necking back $1,000 bottles of wine he'd brought, which added to the weird he was all about his nuts. Still, at least he left them in his pants, but he spent the whole party chasing after me yelling tiny penis, huge balls. I produced 2 tablespoons of semen every time. Above average. He also tried to convince my husband to sell me to him. Drunk friend was relieving himself in a bush. Someone tapped him on the back. He turned round, still continuing to pee, to find himself face to face with a policeman. Poor cop had pee all down his leg, but saw the funny side. A guy I knew in college came to a Halloween party on roller skates and got absolutely plastered and proceeded to roller skate up and down the stairs. This ended predictably to everyone but him, and he fell and got hurt due to the anesthetic effects of being super drunk. However, no one realized how badly he was hurt. He passed out in the living room and proceeded to pee all over the floor in the middle of the night because he couldn't walk to the bathroom. Turns out his leg was broken in 2 places. I also just mentioned in a bad roommate thread about a girl I knew in college who stole someone's cat while drunk and hid it in our campus housing apartment. My friend claims he was abducted by aliens one night on his way home from a local festival. In reality, he drank way too much Guinness, tried to ride his bicycle home up the steepest hill in town, and blacked out in the process. It was 5 years ago. We just argued about it again this weekend. One of my favorite drunk memories was when I was probably 17 and we were drinking in a friend's basement, and as everyone was going to bed one of the people there kept complaining about how uncomfortable their blanket was. In the morning we discovered he had been using one of those big rubber bottom drugs, like the kind you would put in a laundry room or something. He was also literally feet from a stack of blankets. One of the guys a group of us were with at the bar in an upscale restaurant got carried away and, in a full voice, so all could hear, said, "A round of drinks for everyone in the room is on me." Around 35 people ordered free drinks on him. The bartender put it on his tab. But when the bill eventually came, the guy had no money, no wallet. He had left it home. So the rest of us were stuck with a hefty bill because lots of people ordered the most expensive drinks available, single malt scotch, etc. Homecoming at my college. A cop car was driving slowly down the main street and a drunk guy thought it would be funny if he leapt out in front of the car and slammed himself on the hood like he got run over. Got slammed on the hood again by the cop as he was being arrested. Oh, and that same weekend an acquaintance drunkenly stole plates from the dining hall and was tackled by cops when he threw the plates at them like weaponized frisbees while he ran away. We were out at some bars. Friend got annoyed and started to walk home, leaving his coat/hat/gloves at the bar. This wouldn't have been a problem, except it was January in Minnesota and it was -10. I'm shocked he didn't get frostbite. Same friend also got blasted at a wedding we were at and hopped the fence to the zoo adjacent to the park the reception was at. He did not get attacked by any animals. He has since stopped drinking. 2 other friends decided to tag team wrestle our furniture and flipped a couch with people on it. They did a leaping high five to celebrate, and one of the guys landed wrong and broke his foot. This was a week before our undergrad graduation. He had to walk across the stage on crutches. Amazingly, he didn't even know it was broken until the next day. Having a broken foot didn't stop him from leaving our house to go pee on a dorm he particularly disliked. Oh, and another friend, who is Indian, once got annoyed that he couldn't get up to the bar to order and told the guy in front of him he going to declare a jihad on the guy's family if he didn't get out of the way. My friends tend to be idiots when drunk. Not a friend, but some guy who used to hang around us when we were teenagers. Kept saying he could smash some wire reinforced glass window with his head. After telling him how stupid it was enough times, someone said go on then. He ran at it and rammed his head through it, and when he pulled his head back out, left half his face amongst the wire and glass. Pretty gruesome really. My friend was woke up one morning to the doorbell. There was a delivery guy holding a massive package. Turns out he got wasted and went mad on eBay. He took it in and opened it. It was a front bumper for a Ford Focus. He didn't have a car.